Hey chosen ones, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl, that's all. Chosen ones, now that the awakening is over, what's next? Okay, chosen ones, this is the journey, right? You get into this isolation, and while we are in this isolation, you figured out that God is working on you. So you go through this long healing journey of healing, right? And then after healing, you get your awakening. Now you clearly can see, right? After the awakening, you realize that it comes to a point where you don't want to hang around people. You see people too much, like the energy is not good and stuff like that. Now the awakening is done. Now it's like you are back to the world. Chosen ones, the moment you get back to the world, these wolves are waiting. It will be like you are coming from a hill and you just got down, right? So once you get down, you see that, oh, no longer the things, those magical things that you're experiencing along the awakening season, it's like it's calm, right? Now it's calm, and now it feels like, oh my God, like it's as if things stopped in my life. You find out that now you're supposed to go find a job, right, and work. And now you're confused, how am I going to act at work? Because now I'm a different person. I've received this new identity that I know who I am. I'm awakened. Basically, awakening is like, some call it my third eye, it's open. So how am I going to operate now? It can be a very confusing place to be in. And now sometimes you want to also go out there and date again, and now you are like, now that I know about these narcissistic people, now that I'm awakened to how evil the world is, how am I going to be able to handle this new season of my life? So chosen ones, what you have to do is navigate this season slowly. Don't rush into things. Like for me, I remember after that, I was looking for jobs, and I was particular though. I was like, I want a job that I can work by myself, because I know that I won't have to pick on people's spirits, right? And in the dating scene, I'm still navigating that even now. I'm scared. I don't want to lie as well, because I don't want to attract the other narcissistic people. So you go in it slowly. Don't rush into it, slowly. Be okay on going on multiple dates to test people out, because now you have this discernment. Now you have this, you are able to see properly. You hear the narcissist from a distance. I remember just 2 weeks ago, I was on the bus, and one guy was like, oh, hey, are you married? I said no. He wanted my number and stuff like that, so I gave him my number. Cool. After I gave this person my number, so he was going on the bus with me as well. And while he was on the bus, he was like, you are lucky today you met a good person. I was like, narcissist. Right there, after I left the bus, I blocked him. I knew that's a narcissist, because why are you out here telling people that you're a good person? If you're a good person, you're a good person. Do you have to podcast it? Do you have to tell everybody? No, that's the things narcissistic people do. Because he assumed that I was with kids and said I'm single. Now he think obviously maybe the father of my child did me wrong or whatever. I don't know what he was thinking. And the second sign he said, he was like, oh, you're from Botswana. Botswana ladies like alcohol. Do you drink? I said, no. He was like, oh, what a surprise. You don't drink? I said, yes. He's like, Botswana women like alcohol. So why are you talking about women? Can we respect women? A gentleman will never do that. So once you go on these things, you have to apply your education, because it's easy after the awakening to be fooled again. It's very, very, very easy to be fooled again. Some people get to a place where they're lonely, that they go back to the old friends. They go back to the old relationships. They go back to the old distance, because I don't want to lie, y'all, it's lonely. I did communicate as well. After the awakening, I did communicate with few friends that I left from the past, that I knew that I have to leave them behind. I did communicate with them, and I had to remind myself, just because you are lonely doesn't mean that you have to go back and reconnect with the wrong people. And with this awakening, God was just giving you a second chance to life, because God wants you to flourish. God wants you to live a happy life. So now also, even the friendships, you realize, like, when you see the signs, stay away immediately to avoid 10 years friendship that are fake, 5-year friendships that are fake, 2 years friendships that are fake. It's not necessary. So once you see the red flags right away, let them go. Let them go right away, because then it's like, what was the awakening for if you're not going to apply what you know? Believe in your third eye. Basically, your heart will tell you when someone is not the right person for you. Okay, don't be in a rush. I know maybe you're in isolation for 5 years, 6 years, some people 2 years, 3 years, you know, and it's like, I just want to find my soulmate. I just want to find my person. I get to that point as well, where I'm like, God, now the isolation was long, the awakening things was long. Now I want my person right now. But I always also go back to reminding myself, it's not worth it wasting time with the wrong people again. Now you know that you are gifted. Now you know that your presence gift people. When people are in your presence, they get blessed. You know all these things about you. Now you awaken to who you truly are, that you've always been the blessing all along. So you need to apply that in your life by taking your life serious. Treat yourself like a celebrity. Hold yourself so high, you know, because people will always come and take in your presence. Let me tell you, your presence carry money. Your presence carry prosperity. People only come to you, pretend to be with you, and then once they prosper, they go. Now you wonder why everybody come in my life, they get blessed, they go. They come in my life, they get blessed, they go. It's because your presence carry power. So now you need to also want people that you know these ones are genuine. Once my presence bless them, they will give back to me. There's no point using yourself, because now your third eye is open. You are awakened, you know the truth. I know it's easy said than done. I know it's so lonely. It's so lonely. It's so lonely. It's so lonely when you know, like, oh, now I have to navigate this friendships with care. I have to navigate dating with care. Even at work, I need to navigate this thing with care. You know, it feels like a new life. It can really be like you don't want to do anything. That's why most people, after the awakening, they get to a place of lazy, where they don't want to do nothing. And you're like, I was so active when I was awakening. I thought the life is about to open up for me. I'm about to fly and become this and become that. Now you're down. Some people that are called to even do this type of videos, I remember after the awakening, I thought maybe there's no point anymore to do these things anymore. I had to remind me, this is purpose. This is why you came to this world. This is why you are here in the first place. You are here to help. You are here to change lives, you know. It's normal when you feel like you just awaken and you feel like life doesn't have any meaning, that you don't feel like anything is sweet anymore. It's normal. It's normal. It's normal. Be patient with yourself. You are beginning a new life. And in this new life, your life is going to be beautiful. You're going to attract good people. You're going to attract genuine people. And it may begin with a test first. God wants to see you. Have you learned your lesson for real? You know, can you believe your heart when it's telling you no? Can you really walk in your path the truthful way? You know, tests are going to come. Tests are going to come. And then once the test is wavered away, you will meet good people. You will meet a good man, a good woman. You will meet great people out there. But you need to be patient. You need to be patient. Patient. That's very important, to be patient. Because when you rush into things, honey, but my chosen ones, you are valuable. You are important. You are a beautiful soul. I want to remind you, every time you forget, come back to the last clips of this last clip of this video, where I tell you that you are important, that you are a beautiful person, that even the narcissistic people, they know you are a beautiful person. They may never admit it to you. They may never tell you that you are really a good person. They may never tell you, but you are. You don't need them to tell you for you to know. I'm telling you, okay? You are valuable, you are important, you are beautiful, you are amazing, you are handsome men. There are women out there that will appreciate you. You don't have to change who you are. You're a good woman. You're a good, beautiful woman. You don't have to settle down, okay? There are people out there that will appreciate who you are. There are people that will cry because God blessed them with you, okay? Remain grounded. Remain with that good heart. Stay beautiful, man. Stay who you are. I love you all, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah.